Hello, this is Chapter 7 of the First Geneva Convention. Article 38. As a compliment to Switzerland, and the heraldic emblem of the Red Cross on white ground is formally reversed of the federal colors, it is retained as the emblem and distinctive sign of the medical services of the armed forces. Nevertheless, in the case of countries which already use an emblem in the place of the Red Cross, the Red Crescent, or the red lion and sun, on a white ground, those emblems are also recognized by the terms of the present convention. Article 39. Under the direction of competent military authority, the emblem shall be displayed on the flags, armlets, and on all equipment employed in the medical service. Article 40. The personnel designated in Article 24 and in Article 26 and 27 shall wear affixed to the left arm a water-resistant armlet bearing the distinctive emblem issued and stamped by the military authority. Such personnel, in addition to wearing the identity disc mentioned in Article 16, shall also carry the special identity card bearing the distinctive emblem. This card shall be water-resistant and of such size that it can be carried in the pocket. It shall be worded in the national language, shall mention at least the surname and the first name, the date of birth, the rank and the service number of the bearer, and shall state in what capacity he is entitled to the protection of the present convention. The card shall bear the photograph of the owner and also either his signature or his fingerprints or both, or shall be embossed with the stamp of the military authority. The identity card shall be uniform throughout the same armed forces as far as possible of a similar type in the armed forces of the high contracting parties. The parties to the conflict may be guided by the model which is annexed by way of example to the present convention. They shall inform each other at the outbreak of hostility of the model they are using. Identity cards should be made out of possible at least one duplicate copy being kept by the home country. In no circumstances may the said personnel be deprived of their insignia or identity cards, nor of the right to wear the armlet. In case of loss, they shall be entitled to receive duplicates of the cards and to have the insignia replaced. 41. The personnel designated in Article 25 shall wear, but only while carrying out medical duties, a white armlet bearing its center the distinctive sign in miniature. The armlet shall be issued and stamped by the military authority. Military identity documents to be carried by this type of personnel shall specify what type of training they have received, the temporary character of the duties they are engaged upon, and their authority for wearing the armlet. Article 42. The distinctive flag of the convention shall be hoisted only over such medical units and establishments as are entitled to be respected under the convention, and only with the consent of the military authorities. In mobile units, as in fixed establishments, it may be accompanied by the national flag of the party to the conflict to which their unit or establishment belongs. Nevertheless, medical units which have fallen into the hands of the enemy shall not fly any flag other than that of the convention. Parties to the conflict shall take the necessary steps, insofar as military considerations permit, to make the distinctive emblems indicating medical units and establishments clearly visible to the enemy land, air, or naval forces in order to obviate the possibility of any hostile action. Article 43. The medical units belong to neutral countries which may have been authorized to lend their service to a belligerent under the conditions laid down in Article 27, shall fly along with the flag of the convention, the national flag of that belligerent, whatever the latter makes use of the faculty conferred upon him by Article 42. Subject to orders to the contrary by the responsible military authorities, they may on all occasions fly their national flag, even if they fall into the hands of the adverse party. 44. With the exception of the cases mentioned in the following paragraph of the present article, emblem of the Red Cross on a white ground and the words Red Cross or Geneva Cross may not be employed in time of peace or in time of. With the exceptions of cases mentioned in the following paragraphs of the present article, the emblem of the Red Cross on white grounds and the words Red Cross or Geneva Cross may not be employed either in time of peace or in time of war except to indicate or to protect the medical units and establishments, the personnel and material protected by the present convention and other conventions dealing with similar matters. The same shall apply to the emblems mentioned in Article 38, second paragraph, in respect to the countries which use them. The National Red Cross societies and other societies designated in Article 27 shall have the right to use distinctive emblem conferring the protection of the convention only within the framework of the present paragraph. Furthermore, the National Red Cross, Red Crescent, Red Lion, and Sun societies may, in time of peace, in accordance with their national legislation, make use of the name and emblem of the Red Cross for their other activities which are in conformity with the principles laid down by the International Red Cross conferences. Red Cross conferences. When those activities are carried out in a time of war, conditions for the use of the emblem shall be such that it cannot be considered as conferring protection of the convention. When those activities are carried out in time of war, the conditions for use of the emblem shall be such it cannot be considered as conferring the protection of the convention. The emblem shall be comparatively small in size and may not be placed on armlets or on the roofs of buildings. That is confusing. Hold on. The International Red Cross organizations and their duly authorized personnel shall be permitted to make use at all times of the emblem of the Red Cross on white ground. As an exceptional measure, in conformity with national legislation and with the express permission of one of the National Red Cross, Red Crescent, Red Lion, and Sun societies, the emblem of the convention may be employed in the time of peace to identify vehicles used as ambulances and mark the position of aid stations exclusively assigned to the purpose of giving free treatment to the wounded or sick. That is Chapter 7 of the Geneva Convention. First Geneva Convention.